Woo! What's going on, guys? Orms Forum coming at you guys today with some breaking news. Adrian Peterson, the running back, the Hall of Fame running back, is a Detroit Lion. Got a couple things on this. I'm happy with it. It's okay. This totally upgrades the Detroit running back room. Okay. Now this is a guy. Obviously, everybody knows who Adrian Peterson is. I don't really need to come on here, and I didn't write a lot of stuff down about this. By the way, I'm just gonna go off a little bit about this because there's fans out there that just don't get it. There's fans out there that just don't understand it, and I even get questioned. The people question my fandom on it because I'm not consistent enough with stuff like this. But anyways, man, Adrian Peterson is a guy, we all know, 4.7 yards in his career, over 14,000 yards, okay? Huge player in the NFL. First ballot Hall of Famer when it's all said and done. Catches the ball extremely well, too. I never really thought this. 289 actual catches in his career. Had a couple of years where he caught over 40 balls, too. So he's 35 years old, guys, but everyone's just saying that he's washed up. He's done. It's an SOL move. Why sign him when our running backs are already loaded? Why do this? Why do that? Why didn't we sign this guy? You know, we should have just signed every single free agent, right? Like, that's what we should do, right? That's what Lions organization should do. We should just sign everybody just so everybody is happy, right? Personally, I never thought he was going to come here because I thought his mindset is I know he wants to win, but his mindset is he's trying to catch Emmitt Smith, okay? And it's going to take a lot to do it. It's going to take a lot to do it. He's just a little bit over 1,000, I believe, to catch Barry to go to fourth place. But his kind of mindset right now is to catch Emmitt Smith. I'm sure he wants to win, but he's got goals. All these guys have goals in the NFL, okay? They all want to win. You think, right? You think they do. But a lot of them have individual goals as well, okay? And his goal is to catch Emmitt Smith, okay? Which is going to take, I think it's going to take a little bit of a miracle because he is 35 years old, but is what it is, man. Last year, he rushed for 1,042 yards. No, 2018, he rushed for 1,042 yards, sorry. Last year, 898 on a really bad Washington football team. Real bad. Like a really bad team, man. Bad offense, too. Not many weapons going on in Washington. So, wasn't much going on there, but so he's rushed for over 1,900 plus yards in the last two seasons. And like I said earlier, people, Lions fans in particular, just cry about stuff like this. That's all Lions fans do is cry. It's insane, okay? Like, nothing Bob Quinn does is good enough, ever. That same Lions fan that would cry about Adrian Peterson is the same guy that would want a 25-year-old Leonard Fournette, a cancer as a Jacksonville Jaguar, an absolute cancer and a lazy piece of you-know-what. Lazy, okay? But you'd rather have a guy like that, than a guy like Adrian Peterson, who's never really been a problem on the field. He's never really done anything bad. He had an incident back, years ago when he was disciplining his kid, blah, 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 this and that, but okay. But he's never been bad as a football player. He's never been lazy. That's for damn sure. He's never been lazy, and he's never been really cancer. I don't remember him ever being a cancer. I know he was complaining a couple years ago, I think, was it in Washington? Or maybe New Orleans. I forget where he was. He was complaining about not getting the ball enough, but who cares? All those guys want the ball. They all want the ball. But as Lions fans, saying that he's done and he's washed up and this is an SOL move, you don't know what you're talking about. You really don't, man. You really don't know what you're talking about, okay? Have you seen our running back room? Have you really seen it? Have you seen it? Talent's there. We got all the talent. Let's go over our running back room, though. The talent is there, but let's go over it. You got Kerryon Johnson. He has not stayed healthy in 2 years, okay? Has the talent. Now the man's walking around with a knee brace the size of my head, okay? That's what he's doing now. He's been relatively healthy. I haven't heard too much about it during camp. He's been okay. He's been impressing. that's good. But he's walking around, running around with a knee brace the size of my head in his third year as an NFL football player. Okay? Then we draft DeAndre Swift. I love that pick. Don't get me wrong, I love that pick. He had a little bit nicked up. I'm not going to say he was injured, but he was a little bit nicked up at Georgia, okay? Always had little thing going on. What has happened this year in training camp? He's been nicked up. Came back to practice, got nicked up again, boom, back a little bit back and forth with an upper leg injury. So you got 2 running backs that are hurt. And then you got a third guy, Bo Scarborough. What happened to him last year? He came in, he had to actually come in and start because all our running backs went down. Okay, so he actually had to come in, played well. Averaged like 4.2 yards, I think, last year, or 4.4. I forget what it was. But he played really well. What happened to him? He got hurt. What happened to him this year? Still hurt. Missed most of training camp, okay? Missed most of training camp, is banged up. So what did the Lions do? They probably even went after Fournette. I wouldn't even be surprised if they tried to make the call, okay? But they went out and they got a productive running back, okay? This wasn't just a SOL move. This is a guy that can actually get the job done. Is he going to come in and be the number one? Hopefully not. Hopefully Kerryon is, because I think at this point in Kerryon's career, I think he's a better running back than AP. I really do. I think he's a better running back. I think he does better things. He probably can. He's probably quicker. He's probably better hands and all that stuff. I love Kerryon. I'm rooting for the kid. Okay, I want him to be the number one. I want DeAndre Swift to be that 1B, that Alvin Kamara type guy. I want him to be that type of guy. But those guys aren't going to take. They're not going to come in and take over like that. Swift's not going to be that guy right away. So you went out and you got a guy in Adrian Peterson, okay, who can come in a pinch and actually be the guy if needed be. What is wrong with that? I don't understand what is wrong with that, especially when you have a running back room that is literally made out of paper mache. They're all made out of paper mache right now. They're all hurt, okay? You know who's healthy in our running back room? Our fullback, Jason Kabinda, I think his name is. Jason Kabinda, who was a linebacker, transitioned over to running back, fullback, okay? And Ty Johnson, a six round pick from last year or 2 years ago, or come on. Those are your 2 healthiest running backs. And people want to cry about Adrian Peterson coming in, a guy that's actually been productive. I don't care how old he is. You know what I mean? But you guys want Leonard Fournette. You guys want Jadeveon Clowney. You guys want a guy that's averaged barely 5 sacks a year in his whole career. Most overrated defensive player on the planet. And I'm so glad we didn't take him. I'm so glad we did not shell out the money to take him. So there's no point in even crying about guys like that. It's just, it doesn't make any sense, guys. It just doesn't really make any sense. Peterson can come in. He can be that number 3. He can be that guy. Because I think Bo Scarborough is actually going to the IR because he's still banged up. Or they're going to release him and he's going to go through waivers. That's the only thing I can see what's going on. Because him and Bo are kind of the same guy, but I think Peterson has more pass catching ability, obviously. He can do more than Bo at this point in his career, and even though Bo's young. It actually improves the team. And people just want to cry about it. It doesn't make any sense. Stop crying about everything, man. I know you Lions fans are completely upset about everything, always to the point where you just but stop bitching about everything. It's not a bad move, okay? It's an okay move. It's not a power move. It's not going to put us over the top. It's not going to make us go to the Super Bowl, I wouldn't think. But it's an insurance policy type move. You got a guy that can still produce in Adrian Peterson in case Kerryon, which I think will go down. I hate to say it, but I don't trust him. I really don't. And you got DeAndre Swift, who right now is a rookie running back, who's going to be more of that Alvin Kamara type role, catch a lot of balls out of the backfield, have some running plays, obviously, but he's going to be more of that pass catching running back, reliable guy on third down that Stafford needs. and wants. Okay? And then something happens to carry on. Who steps in? Adrian Peterson. So stop crying about everything, guys, man. It's not a bad move. It's an okay move. Man, it drives me nuts. It just drives me nuts. Then people are like all hung up on this 5th round pick about Jason Huntley. I was a little upset about it too. Yesterday when I found out that Jason Huntley got released, I was like, man, I was kind of hoping he would do it. But he was a 5th round pick. Okay, he was a 5th round pick that could not beat out Jamal Agnew or Ty Johnson. That says enough to me. That says enough to me. I wish Jason Huntley the best. He got claimed by the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, he got claimed by the Eagles, and good for him. I hope he does well. But I see social media just littered with Jason Huntley stuff. Get over it, man. Like, get over it. Get over it. It's like for real. We just improved the running back room, and people still crying. There's no more DNs out there to grab, eh? So stop saying that Quinn missed out on everything. And that's another thing too. You guys have no idea what Bob Quinn is doing behind the scenes. You have none. You have none. You don't. I don't. This guy doesn't. That guy over there don't. Nobody knows. Nobody knows that. They don't know that they were trying to get Everson Griffin. We don't know that. We don't know that we were trying to get Clowney. Thank God we didn't get him. You don't know we were trying to get Marcus Golden. You don't know. So stop saying that Bob Quinn doesn't try. Because he tries, man. He obviously tries. He obviously cares about this running back room. He obviously cares there. You know why he cares? Because we have a top 10 quarterback, okay, that needs to stay upright. We need a sniff of a running game to help Stafford and this offense. Not just Stafford either. It helps Marvin Jones. It helps Kenny Golladay. It helps Hawkinson. It helps everybody. And Peterson can block too. He's no joke in the blocking game, so he's going to help there too. Does Jason Huntley block? Nope. He doesn't. He's 185 pounds, man. He doesn't block. Peterson will put his nose right into someone's chest. He will help out in the pass blocking game. And run blocking too. You can have Peterson out there with Swift and carry on. Come on. So everybody calm down. Everybody calm down and embrace this. This is a nice signing. It's good. You know, I made a joke about it like the other day about I thought he should retire. Then I get bashed on it. Because I put something on Facebook saying, all right, man, decent move, okay move, you know what I mean? I didn't think he'd come here. So I'm not consistent enough. I hate that stuff, man. I'm as consistent as they come. Man. I wear my emotions on my sleeves, guys. Sorry, I always have, I always will. I hate getting called out like that, man. I really do. And the signing is okay, man. It's good. It's not a power move. It's a semi-power move, man, and it's an insurance policy move. Okay? Then people like to say, well, hey, how's DeAndre Swift's going to feel about this, man? How are they going to feel about this? Well, you know what they should do? They should embrace this move and learn from one of the best in the world at his position. Adrian Peterson will teach you how to be a running back. He will teach you how to take care of your body because he's an absolute specimen, okay? He will teach you a bunch of things in the game. So guys like Carrion and Swift, Ty Johnson, you know, they will embrace this. And if they don't, they have a weak mental makeup. And then we don't need guys like that, man. You have to embrace moves like this. Adrian Peterson isn't the future, man. He's not the future. But you know what? He's the now. He's the now, and he's gonna teach our young guys. That's a good thing. Okay? Just tell yourself that, man. Stop complaining about everything. All right, guys. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Hit that notification bell to get all my vids. Like and comment. Come at me. Let's go. That's what I love. That's what it's all about, guys. Go Lions, man. Football is literally in 6-7 days, man. Next Sunday, let's go. Let's beat up on the Bears. Woo! Boom.